Hello, hello, hello. It is Mr. Gray, and I am so glad to be back. I apologize for been about 3 week hiatus. I'm not gonna lie, I've been busy. I've been trying to cop sneakers. And one thing about me is I truly hate posting videos when I don't have the sneaker. Yes, I have done several reviews without the sneaker, and I will probably do several without the actual sneaker in hand in the future. But my goal is truly, to be honest with you, is to always be able to have something to hold up and show you. And I haven't been able to do that for 3 weeks. I apologize. But today, if you can just hold on for a couple minutes, I have a sneaker review for you of the Travis Scott's, well, the Jordan 6 Travis Scott. And it is here with me. But before I jump into that, let me just get a couple things out of the way. One, I do, in my free time, of course, I'm always trying to pick up, I guess, sneakers that I like. They're not always probably the most popular sneakers, the most hyped, but they're sneakers that I love, things I want in my collection. So I do just want to run real quick through a couple sneakers I have gotten in the last couple weeks. Once again, like I've always said, Jordan 1s and Blazers and SB Dunks are kind of like my faves, my super faves. Everything else I like depending on, style, collab, whatever it is, coloring and such. But Blazers, Jordan 1s, and Dunks are kind of always on the top of my list, unless they're just hideous looking. Either way, we have a SB Blazer here. Binary blue. I know, not too exciting, but it goes with a lot of different clothing that I wear. Maybe I have a boring outfit type of rotation, but if you can see it, even I accidentally matched it with the shirt I am wearing today. Next, you all probably remember this. SB ugly sweater. I think this came out in the fall of 2017. I believe there are I think at least two other colorways. One in a majority black, I think, with different type of designs on it. One that has a majority of like an ice gray look to it. They're really nice. If you're ever looking for these, you can go on I don't know, eBay, Go, Stadium Goods, Flight Club, StockX, and if you look up SB ugly sweater, and you'll pull up different renditions of the shoe. I'm sure you've probably seen it before. Last cop I got. Blazer Area 72. This is probably the one I'm most excited about. As you can see, the swoosh looks almost like broken up molten lava, or I guess you could say a meteor. You can see the designs through the Nike on the heel tab here. One of the things I really like about it is the ray gun guy right here on the tongue, and actually inside the shoe, because it's called the Blazer Area 72, and you probably can't see that, but I tried. This is called the Blazer, like I said, Blazer Area 72. It's a play on the mix of Area 51, the base over in Arizona somewhere that we can't go to, or we'll probably get killed, and a mix of the 1972 when not this Blazer, but Nike introduced their first basketball shoe, which were originally Blazers. So anyway, just a little history there. Didn't mean to do that. All right, so just one more thing. I gotta grab it real quick. So Nike listens to us a little bit, or maybe they listen to themselves. I really don't know. Either way, I've always heard lots of complainings and murmurings about people hating, and I'm one of those people, hate those boxes that had the ugly swooshes on the side. Well, they weren't ugly. The fact is, they were like, steal me. They just turned our boxes into please steal me, please steal me. And they finally taken those off the boxes. No more swoosh, but the tape screaming, please steal me, is still here, Nike. So please, if you hear anything I'm saying right now, please just use some regular black tape. I mean, we love you, and we're glad you want the world to know that you are sending lucky people packages, but those lucky people want to remain lucky and we don't know if we can remain lucky when a big giant Nike sticker is on, Nike tape is on our box. So anyway, let's get into Travis Scott. It's been an exciting year for Travis, or for us, for those of us trying to get a hold of these releases that Travis is dropping. So this year we've had the Travis, what did we have first? We had the Travis, the Jordan 1 High Travis Scott. We had the Jordan 1 Low Travis Scott. And now just recently, as of this last week, we had the Jordan 6 Travis Scott. I'm going to throw in today an extra Travis Scott from last year. I know he's got two, what is it, Air Force 1 Low Travis Scotts, but I'm not going into those. I don't have them, and I'm just not going into them. So first, let's start off with the first one that dropped this year. So, serving you a plate of Jordan 1 Travis Scott High. I don't have it. That's why you don't see it here. I know, it's really sad. This here is the one I have not been able to get yet. It is so beautiful, and I'm sure you can agree. I wish I could serve this to you on a platter to review today, or have reviewed earlier in the year, but unfortunately, like I said, I do not have it, and I wish I did. But even the picture looks sexy. You gotta admit it. So anyway, you have the Jordan 1 High Travis Scott, which I'm going to go. I'm not even going on a limb. I'm cutting the tree down, and what I'm saying is, this is the best one. Period. Then let's go. Let's jump into last year real quick. Bam. Bam. We got the Jordan 4 Travis Scott. This one I really, really do like. Even though, of course, we all knew, anybody who had it realized it was kind of sloppily made. There were a lot of different, like, kind of glue stains in different areas. But even though, despite that, it really, really, really is a beautiful shoe. I love it. I hope you do too. Moving along, not trying to slow you guys down here. Then we have the Jordan 1 Low. Yes, yes. You know, this is the first Jordan 1 Low. I own plenty of Jordan 1 Highs, but I don't own any Jordan 1 Lows. And I gave it a chance. I put it on, and when I put it on, I'm not gonna lie, I know you see the bag there. I did put it on. But yes, the bag is gonna still be there for now. Anyway, I like it. I like it. For my first Jordan 1, I definitely like it. I like these wax-filled laces here. I like how he has cactus going through the swoosh right there. And of course, we all know, or I guess we're all not over it, but you know, of course, there's the backward swoosh, which is the biggest part of it that sticks out. And then of course, that Travis Scott symbol on the back. Beautiful, iconic, I might say. All of them are really, truly a work of art. But without further ado, let's jump in. Let me serve you a plate of Jordan 6 Travis Scott. This is the one, the most recently near difficult or impossible one to get. But I was lucky to grab a pair in my size. So one thing, unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to show you today. Oh, you know, actually, I might try. Where's my phone at? I'm going to try. I'm going to see if I turn off the lights. Because I didn't take them outside. It's not sunny where I live today. So I'm going to see if I turn off the lights, if these are going to actually glow in the dark. But I heard, you know, from what I've heard and read and seen, people say, you know, they hold them out. If they keep them out in the light and then they bring them inside, they glow almost like they've literally got radioactivity on them. So we're going to try this out and see what happens. Okay. It's glowing, but it's glowing so low that for the most part, you can't see anything. So, I'm sorry guys. If it was a sunny day here, that would have probably worked. So, anyway, without further ado, let's actually jump into the details of the shoe. Alright, so we got left and right. We'll start with the left shoe. So, as you can see, we have Nike Air on the back. A lot of people love that Nike Air on the back of their shoe. You can, and you probably can't see this, and maybe if I kind of turn it separate different ways, and actually maybe if I flash it a bit, give me a second here. I don't even know if you can see that, but inside each of those holes actually, it's kind of like a 3M. You can see there's some 3M reflective stuff inside of there, so it actually shines when the light hits it a certain way within those holes. I can see, which I'm just now noticing. I literally just pulled these out the box, y'all, so forgive me. You have the Cactus Jack right here on the sneaker tie. See if you can see that. Surprisingly, and I actually expected something on the insole, there is nothing on the insole related to Travis Scott on either sneaker, which is something I actually did expect to see because why? Because I think on the other ones there's something. I think on all the other Cactus Jack there's always something on the sole, but these on the insoles, but on these there's nothing. Outside of this glaring, glow in the dark portion you can see right here on the bottom, the Nike Air on the back, the shoestring tie here in the front. You have this neat little pocket on the side. So I have not even opened this pocket yet. So let's see what's in this pocket, and let's see if it's easy to open. It's not that bad actually. Look at that, another surprise. The Travis Scott symbol. I'm just gonna look in there real quick, make sure Travis didn't drop me any money, and he did not. It's simply a pocket. I don't know if you can see that. I'm not gonna lie though, this little guy here looks happier than this guy here. If you look at these two Travis Scott symbols, I'm gonna try to hold it. The one on the 6 actually looks like it's smiling, and actually the one on the 6 is smiling. I bet you nobody's caught that yet. The one on my 6 at least is actually smiling, and the one on the Jordan 1 Low is actually pretty pissed off. Maybe because by the time Travis released this sneaker, he realized how much money he's made this year, which is a lot. Maybe that's why it's smiling. But I don't think anybody's noticed that yet. I think I'm the first. I hope I am. Let's take a real quick look at the other shoe. The only difference in the shoe is you have Cactus Jack on the back. That's the only difference between this and the other shoe. So the right shoe actually has Cactus Jack on the back. It comes laced with the army green shoelaces, but of course it provides you with I'm sometimes partially blind, forgive me. That looks pretty black. That looks black to me. And some yellow shoestrings. Enough for you to switch out if you're one of those types. I personally am very lazy and hate with all my life switching out shoestrings. I don't do it. I hate it. Alright. Last thing I would like to get into today. So, I will put the letter right about here. Some poor child, kid, man, whatever it was, man, child, complained and whined to Travis Scott. Oh my God, none of his real fans got the sneakers. Oh, woe is me. Woe is me. And they cried and they left tears on their little digital, or they probably cried on their phone as they typed it up and they sent it to Travis Scott. And Travis Scott said something to the effect is, your voice is heard. Sounds scary because it sounds like it's going to make it harder for me to get them. People are blaming everything to resellers and bots. And be honest with you, that was a sneakers grab for me. There was no bot involved with getting that sneaker. So, yes, I'm sure bots probably get a little bit, but in this case, I seem to know people who have gotten personal cops, not through sneakers manually, normally, without using software. And software, from what I've heard, wasn't actually very successful on the Jordan 6 Travis Scott. You don't have to believe that, but what I'm telling you is from knowing the right people to talk to, that's what I've heard. People I know that have bots were not able to get it with their bots. So anyway, moving along. What I call that is, and I feel free to argue in my comments. If it's really mean, I just won't reply. I won't delete your comment though, because I do believe in free speech, but I can ignore it. But anyway, what I call that little man, that baby man's complaint is entitlement. He think he's entitled to get the shoe. Well, you know, I play the lottery a lot of times and I actually lose money. So maybe I should call up the lottery commission and tell them how unfair it is that I haven't won millions of dollars yet. And that it sucks that I really love playing the lottery and I put all my hard-earned money into it and I haven't won. And it's your fault or somebody's fault. Blame anybody. Blame him, whoever. Regardless, the fact is, good sneakers and collaborations are going to always be hard to get, regardless of who's getting them. Are resellers probably making it easy or making it more difficult? I'm pretty sure they are. But it is what it is. I mean, when I miss a sneaker that I really want, I eventually buy it. This this looks real ridiculous. I will eventually buy this at some point. I'll probably do some trades or sell something I have to get this, but I will eventually get it because to me it's the best Travis Scott yet. From the Air Force One lows to the Jordan 6 to the Jordan 4 to the Jordan 1 low. The high to me is the pinnacle, and it does not get any better than that. I would like to end this off with just saying, hey, for those of you who didn't cop, hey, there's next time. Either way, is this a must cop? If you are a Jordan 6 lover, then yes, it's a must cop. I personally really like it. And I typically don't like shoes that have more of a like I guess the newer basketball shape. Like I said, Blazers and Jordan 1s and Dunks tend to have a very generic flat shape. Not really prepared to hit a basketball court. These aren't typically what I go for, but I do like these. I have, in my collection, I have a few kind of outliers, and this is going to be one of them. So, should you get it? I think you should. Either way, I'm going to probably put a poll at the end of this video. If you can, vote and tell me which do you think was the best Travis Scott drop through Nike thus far. That's all I got. I apologize for being away for so long, and I thank you guys for tuning in. And till next time, you guys have a good one. I'm out.